Every post is a signal. Give it fuel. Boost eggs, the social value layer.
Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Peace Love Music with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our amazing friends at Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting. It's Friday, the 12th of September. We made it through another week. We got an awesome show for you today. Super excited It's SIP Call Friday, so we have the SIP show, that's Stacks Improvement Proposals and Community Innovation show on the Organized. Hero and Hattie will be joining us at 10:30. We have our Find to Earn rounds at 9:30 a.m. The Game Master will be coming on to join us for that. Binta wants to give everyone her apologies. She was tied up, and unfortunately, we did not have the amazing good vibes of Binta to start our day with the whatever morning space, but we will be back on Monday. I hope everything's okay. I don't know all the details. I actually just heard from her a little while ago, and of course, much love. We hope she's okay, and anytime Binta has an issue, we know it's an important issue. So thoughts to go out to her. Hope everything's all right. I'm sure it'll be okay, and we'll be back on Monday. Friendly reminder, this is a news show providing news, information, education, entertainment, sometimes some entertainment, I hope, but never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. It's very important. We don't want people to get hurt. The whole goal for this is to improve and get better and build value and create value. So it's very important that you retain that value when you earn it and create it. That's what we're here. We're here about opportunities for all in our space. That being said, the numbers this morning, I haven't even had a chance to actually digest this. I know it's in the post, but I haven't really looked at Bitcoin's at 140, almost 115. That's really good. Ethereum's also up like 2% on the day at 4,500. And Stacks moving up, staying static at number 74. It's at 66.86 cents, slightly down. I think you got some opportunity there. Not financial advice, just my humble, non-professional opinion. Some things are looking good. Solana boys are having a good morning. So Lark Davis shouting about Solana. That's it's 240 is pretty, pushing 240. That's solid. It's a solid place to be. Congrats to all the Solana holders. Fair and Green Index bumped up to 50. That's good. We're still right in that middle, smack dab in the middle, but we've gone down. And now we're trending back this way, hopefully. Getting closer. Probably going to get some rate cuts in a week or so. And we'll see how things go. I know, specifically yesterday, I was not feeling good about things. I think we still have a long way to go as a human race, but I am optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I love the people I'm working with. The close ones, especially the real ones, are real, and I can't say how much I appreciate them. Actually, I can't actually express in words. So focus on the good things. Focus on the positive stuff, the people that are there for you, that you can also be there for too, and keep building on that. That's what you want to focus on. The rest is all noise. Don't let it get to you. What do we got for the news today? I apologize. My practices are still a little bit, I try to do the news thread, and I try to use articles that'll give us cards in there. So they do that, but then GPT gives me slightly too long summaries of the articles, and then it doesn't post the image. So now it's not as visually appealing as I was hoping for the thread. Oh, I probably should share the screen too, huh? That would help. You guys, I just went over all the market data with no visual. So now we have no visual and just a wall of text, but we're still going to do it. So the U.S. posts $345 billion August deficit. Gold and BTC rise. The U.S. recorded a staggering $345 billion federal budget deficit in August. That's a lot of money, with government revenues at $344 billion and spending at $689 billion in a month. Net interest payments alone reached 93 billion, making them the third largest expenditure after Social Security and Medicare. This deepening fiscal strain has reignited concerns over long-term debt sustainability and monetary policy pressures. Markets responded with safe haven assets surging. Gold touched record levels near $3,670 an ounce. That's big. While Bitcoin rallied above 115K, it actually did just jump back up over 115 while we were talking, reinforcing its role as a hedge against U.S. fiscal instability. World Liberty Financial approves buyback and burn plan. It's interesting. I've heard, I've seen a lot of projects being in the space for a long time. We know that that's something that does come up a lot. Burn mechanisms are often sold a way to sell a token, and the liquidity is there'll be less supply, so the price will go up and all of that. But World Liberty Financial's community has overwhelmingly voted, no kidding, in favor of a tokenomics overhaul designed to reduce supply and boost confidence. With 99.5% approval, the proposal redirects 100% of protocol-owned liquidity fees across Ethereum, Solana, and BNB into purchasing World Liberty Financial, WLFI. It's a worse ticker because it's too many. The ticker is supposed to be for short and easy to communicate. WLFI. It's 6 syllables for 4 letters. What are you doing, guys? Tokens on the open market, which are then permanently burned. This move is intended to create scarcity, counter recent price declines, and restore investor trust. While the WLFI token still trades around 20 cents, far below its launch price, the initiative signals a strong commitment to aligning incentives between the project and its community of holders. Again, not financial advice. I'm just reporting the information. Let's see. Stacking down rates this morning. Liquid stacking with STSTX rate is at 8.46%. You can get your yield in SBTC with STXTX BTC at 8.21%, and native stacking with BTC yield at 8.9%. Stay liquid, earn yield, powered by STSTX at Stacking Down. Forward Industries secures $1.65 billion Solana pipe. Forward Industries has closed a massive $1.65 billion pipe financing round led by major institutional players, including Multicoin Capital, Jump Crypto, and Galaxy Digital. Notably, Multicoin co-founder Kyle Samadi's personally invested $25 million and will take over as chairman of the firm. The funding is expected to strengthen Solana's institutional presence, building treasury reserves, and expanding its long-term strategic positioning. This influx of capital highlights Solana's resilience in attracting heavyweight backers, reinforcing its role as a key blockchain for high-performance applications despite the broader market's volatility. Anyone that knows what PIPE financing actually means, let us know in the live chat, because I'm not sure. It didn't say in my report, and I'd like to know, what is PIPE financing? And I cannot look it up right now. I guess I can, right? This is my show. What is PIPE financing? PIPE financing, or private investment in public equity, is a type of private placement where a public company sells its common stock or security convertible into common stock to a small group of sophisticated investors at a discount to the current market price. Unlike traditional secondary offerings, PIPE transactions rely on exemptions from SEC registrations for the initial private sale, with the company then registering the resale of these securities for public trading later. So it's a type of financing that is a security that needs special approval from the SEC kind of deal. And that's what they're doing with Forward Industries and a $1.65 billion Solana type purchase. New malware targets crypto wallets. Cybersecurity researchers have identified a dangerous new strain of malware dubbed Mod Stealer Capable of compromising crypto wallets across Windows, Mac OS, and Linux systems, the malware can extract private keys, browser wallet extensions, and sensitive login credentials while evading conventional antivirus detection. Infection vectors include fraudulent job postings and poisoned open source software libraries, allowing attackers to infiltrate victims' devices. Once installed, Mod Stealer can manipulate wallet addresses and hijack transactions before they're signed. The discovery underscores ongoing threats to user security in Web3 and the importance of vigilance in digital asset custody. Be really safe, especially with your hot wallets. Do not keep funds in them that you do not need to spend in the short term. Make sure you have a cold wallet or a secured wallet with air gaps and opportunities to make sure that there's multi-sigs. There's all sorts of ways to protect your assets. There's people out there that will do whatever they can to take them, so be careful. Be careful. Boost your DeFi game with bitflow. They have their DEX aggregator that gets the best swap rates across all the stacks, flex pools, stake and earn with full flexibility, and they have boosted farming rewards, multiply for your yield opportunities, trade smarter, farm stronger, powered by stacks over at bitflow.finance. Christie shuts digital art department amid NFT slump. Christie's, one of the world's most prestigious auction houses, has announced the closure of its standalone digital art department in response to declining demand for NFTs. The department, once central to landmark sales at like Beeple's $69 million everydays, will be folded into the broader 20th and 21st century art divisions. This shift comes as NFT trading volumes collapse, and from nearly $3 billion in 2021 to under $200 million in 2024, layoffs have come. That's a huge drop-off, actually. That's pretty. So all you guys struggling in the ordinal spaces and the NFT spaces right now, there's got to be upside from here, right? This might even be a bottom signal. Layoffs have accompanied the restructuring, signaling a contraction in the once booming NFT art market and raising questions about the long-term sustainability of digital collectibles. We'll see how that goes. Again, I want to shout out our good friend Benai for joining us yesterday, for earlier turning us on to the situation in Nepal. Widespread protests in Nepal over corruption and social media restrictions have pushed many citizens toward Bitcoin and stablecoins as alternatives to the banking system. As the government tightens control over financial infrastructure, digital assets are becoming vital for payments and savings, particularly among younger tech-savvy demographics. The unrest, marked by large-scale demonstrations, highlights crypto's role as both a hedge against failing institutions and a tool for preserving economic freedom under the authoritarian pressure. Nepal's turn to decentralized money mirrors patterns seen in other nations facing political and monetary instability. And our last story for the day is your top gainers on SDX Tools. Not blocks. Flat Earth, Nasty, and SBTC are your top 5 gainers on SDXTools.io. SDX Tools is the place to go if you're looking to do your own research on tokens in the Stacks ecosystem. Albania deploys AI for public procurement. This is really interesting. Albania has launched an unprecedented initiative by appointing an AI assistant to oversee its public procurement process. The AI system is tasked with managing contracts, monitoring compliance, and increasing transparency with the goal of reducing corruption and inefficiency. While the project has been framed as a bold step toward modern governance, it raises questions about accountability, decision-making, and the role of automation in critical public functions. If successful, the experiment could set a precedent for other nations exploring AI-driven governance and bureaucratic systems, often plagued by opacity and rent-seeking. And hard to corrupt an AI that's programmed to just do what it's supposed to do, and that's it. Right? I love this. I think it's great. Huge fan. We've got our calendar for the day, whatever morning, Web3 Binta was not today. We'll be back on Monday. We do this show with the news and the conversation every Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30. At 9:30, we have Find to Earn Rounds with Xenitron. At 10:30, we have the SIP show with Hero and Hattie joining us. And we're featuring Dan Trevino from Boom Wallet, longtime friend of the show. Dan was actually one of our first guests on our first spaces before we were even doing live streams. Huge fan of what Dan's building at Boom, and he's going to come talk to us about that today. I think there might be some cool things coming in that, so make sure you tune in for that. Purple Pill Friday, the longest running Stack Spaces on X, hosted by Dan and partner Brad, aka at Fluid Voice. That's at 5 p.m. It's a great way to end out your week, getting to know what's going on in the ecosystem. And if you're a later kind of guy, which I am not, I'm old, but I do love jumping in and seeing my friends GPSC and the guys rounding out the day with the DeOrganized Nightly Show. They got games, they got fun, they're always cranking on stuff, so you guys definitely want to check that out. And that is our news for the day. Very briefly, I want to just say a quick word about our amazing sponsors. We are so fortunate to have some great DeFi, Bitcoin-oriented DeFi protocols in Stacks. StackingDAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. StackingDAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums, and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. You can choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. Want to start earning yields today? Head over to stackingdao.com and jump in. StackingDAO is where liquidity meets opportunity. And bitflow is the top DEX on Stacks, letting you trade native BTC, STX, SBTC, USDC, runes, and more, all while aggregating the best prices on all the trading options in Stacks: Alex, Arcadico, Villar, and Bitflow. Recently, Bitflow rolled out Flex Pools, launching with STX to support liquid staking assets, offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity. Keep an eye out on Bitflow. They're always adding new stuff. The whole liquidity market maker is going to be next level. It is an adaptation of what people are aware of in the marketplace now, but it's an advancement as well. So we're really psyched about that. Just check out Bitflow. Let me bring on the homies here. What's up, GP?
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Oh, man, I need the weekend so bad.
I know you do, man. It's been a
I'm
long...
gonna do a show with Nick tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Nick's got Graham DePenrose. Graham DePenrose is an OG, like big time guy in the crypto space, and just an all around general Chad. And I couldn't pass up the opportunity to jump in.
Good show.
Yeah, but I got a show. I'm not actually off tomorrow.
I have my first game tomorrow.
You got what? First game?
First game tomorrow.
Soccer.
Yep. Coach DP in action against a different team. Let's see what happens.
I want 2 goals by the Nef.
Yes, dude. The Nef will score.
Uncle P said 2 goals. That's it.
Uncle P says 2 goals and all the toys.
That's it. We got the homie 300. What's up?
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? What's up, GP? What's up, Peace? Good to be here, guys. What's good, CEOs?
Guys, I cannot, by the time I get through the news, I'm just like, oh, thank God. It takes me, I start producing this stuff at literally 6 a.m.
It's so good.
And it's like constant. And then I post I use the AI tools, but there's still a ton of work getting it to put out the right stuff and make it how I want it. And I still have to go and doctor it. Never gives me the posts exactly how I want them.
Yeah, I would end up I think I'm gonna start going to the actual Cointelegraph site and finding some of the a couple of the bigger news that and get some insight and reading into their articles.
I've been using so I used to go into Chat GPT and just ask it to give me the top stories and it would be sufficient, but it wasn't always good. It kept giving me a lot of aggregator sites, so it would give like posts that have like a bunch of different stories, and it'll pick one from that. And I'm like, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Like
so ChatGPT is not working.
It's working. It just doesn't. It's not magic. You need to tell it what to do properly. And it doesn't always understand what you want. So in honing this process over months and months now, we've been, I've been like, every so often I'll ask, like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, how do I make sure that this goes the way we want it? And it kept suggesting getting an aggregator app and go pick the article. So I'm using Feedly, right? I use an app called Feedly, and I'm able to actually go put in all of the different media that I'm interested in seeing and monitoring. And so then I go and just pick from all the stories from the morning, and that's where I get my number. That's where which actually forces me to read the stories a little bit instead of just getting a summary from ChatGPT. So I'm picking the stories, and I think that we're getting better stories overall now too. Like it's less, like a lot of it was just all ending up being price action stories and stuff, and that's not really what we're like. People don't want to know like what went up 10% yesterday, or like that's not what we're here for. So
I'd argue differently. I think they're a good mix, right? Like people want to see us shoot the breeze. They want to be informed with what to look at, where to look into.
Right, but the stories there's more depth than just price action is really right. Like that's boring after a while. Like they can go to CoinMarketCap and see that. Yeah, they don't need a news show to tell them.
But you have such a lovely reading voice, dude.
I think Wagme did I sound funny on the spaces? I'm not sure what Wagme said I sounded like Oscar the Grouch on the D Grant space on Wednesday. You have a little bit of a raspy voice. I don't know.
Voice stuff. I mean, I didn't notice anything particular. Like it didn't throw me. Right, I didn't feel like it was maybe a little bit. Maybe he had a little Grouch, Oscar the Grouch voice going on, but I don't think it was so noticeable that it was it didn't leave an imprint in my brain.
Is he from a movie?
Sesame Street. Do you guys have Sesame Street?
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, he's the
Green
Muppet.
The one lives in a trash can.
The trash can. Yeah, he's the dude that lives in the trash can.
Yeah.
I remember Oscar.
He actually just said Oscar, but I knew what he meant.
Yeah, remember Chappelle's Oscar the Grouch?
I don't.
Dave Chappelle.
I saw a lot of Dave Chappelle stuff, but that one's not ringing an immediate bell. I'm sure I
did a effed up Sesame Street. So just funny. Dave Chappelle sits down. Do you make anybody laugh?
Hold on, let's find it.
I don't know if it's appropriate for a morning show or not, but it's one of those skits by Dave.
Hold on, we're gonna play it. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna play it. I'm gonna watch it. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, dude, you might pause. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, if I have to. It's on YouTube, so it can't be too bad.
I don't know
about that kind of shit, man. It's what it is. They use the TV to program us from a young age.
This is what I'm talking about, but it's some stand up. It is some
Chappelle's show, or should I just go with this because this is probably better?
Yeah, Chappelle's show, Sesame Street.
Chappelle show. You took me way back where you used to watch the show.
Okay.
People like
this. Dude. The dude is ahead of his time, right? I feel like he was.
Fuck you too. Besides living in a trash can and having a syringe lodged in my fucking head, nothing I guess. Where your parents anyway?
My mommy and daddy are at work.
Oh yeah? Well, me, I gave up working a long time ago.
Don't give up, Stinky. My dad says if you never give up and work hard, all your dreams will come true.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
What?
I don't believe your pappy. May be rich, but he ain't happy. Tells you about work and you want to be him. But when's the last time you got to see him? He works hard. Why? So you can go out and buy a bunch of shit that you don't need. Driven by your punk ass hopes and greed. That's why I say, fuck it. For the first time in my life, I'm finally free. No mansion for me. I said fuck it. No brand new Humvee. I say fuck it.
But you'll get no pussy.
You see, dude?
Is that Leo the cat?
It's so good. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, man. Dude was a legend.
Oh yeah, is Charlie Murphy still with us?
No, he passed.
Passed? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
man. I think that's the one and only song he ever sang. Never heard Charlie Murphy sing except for one time in a Chappelle shit.
That's the only time I ever heard him sing. I never heard him sing before. He actually could. He could keep a tune. I liked it.
Man. Yeah, Eddie Murphy, dude, he had a big hit back in the day.
Eddie Murphy did have some musical hits, but he was
with Rick James.
I remember Murphy as a singer.
Yeah. I mean, he's not his talent is more than just singing. Like, that's not his main. I wouldn't say he was a great singer. He had opportunity because of his celebrity, right? But he also, he didn't put out trash. It wasn't embarrassing. He didn't embarrass himself.
Oh, his hit is like his one hit. I forget the name of it, but
Isn't it my girl wants to party all the time or something like that?
My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes, it is. He had a good hit. It's a good jam. My nephew loves that song.
Really?
Yes, he does. He does. He loves that song. He loves to run around and dance. Have fun.
What's up, Tenderly? How you doing today, man?
Morning.
Good morning, Papa. Sensei. GM, sir.
What up?
The
Clearly
coach
works
and the
where
captain.
you work. There's no more copying and pasting. It makes you a better writer.
Doesn't
It also
Eddie
makes you a
Murphy
better
has a
writer
reggae
for the right
album?
person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a whole reggae album?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got a reggae album.
This is it, dude. This is it. You gotta hit the top all the time, right?
It's a pretty good production for the time, too. Everything was
got a bunch of legends in it, too. Like
Rick James, right there.
Rick James is right there.
I watched Pro while growing up.
Oh, you know this?
Yeah, for sure. I know him. He was one of those big black actors of all time, sir.
Of course.
You can check the one that I posted in the chat.
That's not bad. This is before vocal correction, guys.
Yeah.
Is that really him?
Oh yeah, it's definitely him. For sure.
That was before autocorrection.
Yeah.
No auto-tune.
I'm not sure if that's really him, though, guys, to be honest.
I think it is. It sounds like his voice if it were to like
Could be a good singer.
if you could shut your eyes and imagine what Eddie Murphy would sound like singing.
It
sounds like
I'm not saying it's definitely not.
Did you check the one that I sent to the DM?
Oh, this is nice. I like this.
No way.
He's got a guitar?
He did that.
Snoop?
Yeah. With
Wow.
Snoop. They did it.
Damn.
I did not know.
Woo-hoo.
How old is that?
I never heard it. I never knew this existed.
I think he got an album.
Is this a recent song, sir?
This is Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Red light featuring Snoop Lion.
I had no idea.
It sounds very much like
2023.
Marley, like style.
sounds good.
Uncle. Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you, Mona.
You dig it?
Yeah, no, I do. I'm gonna have to check it out. You said there's a whole album. I mean, I want to know about all the music. I can listen to anything, literally any genre. So they said that they caught the alleged Charlie Kirk shooting suspect.
They have a suspect. They have a suspect in custody.
Yes, they went through one or two, and they released the other two, but then they released a picture of the suspect and
I saw
the father.
The father, yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's crazy.
Did you watch what TMZ did?
No.
Say again?
What did
TMZ?
Yeah. Earlier, I didn't see it.
Controversy with TMZ, they kind of celebrated when Trump was dropping the news. They celebrated backstage. People who were backstage were celebrating, but they said that those people weren't celebrating Charlie Kirk. They were Charlie Kirk, and they were celebrating about the cop chase. So, which is funny what they did. Let me send the link in the.
I have a YouTube video. I'm gonna put out right now. Let me.
TMZ, they just got caught in 4K while live streaming the news that Charlie Kirk was shot. And you're going to see in just a second, their entire crew is cheering that he was assassinated.
Possibly in the next 20 minutes. The news conference is scheduled for 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. Janet, go to have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger? We can get Trump in a second.
What did Trump say?
Yeah, who said?
So what did Trump say? Yeah. Trump just said he's dead. Yeah, he just said it. Okay.
Okay, but wait, it gets worse. Wait for their bullshit clarification / apology.
And my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife.
Like right now.
Yeah. True Social. True Social. Where is it? It's number 2 in pending.
Got it. You're still in it.
You're still in it.
Okay.
Get it up.
Got it. Can someone alert this, Abby or Liam? Or Rob, sorry. I know you're there.
I want to confirm.
We need a newsroom like
now. Get the Trump statement in immediately.
There's a police chase in Temple City right now, and that's what they were watching. Not Charlie Kirk
Donald
related.
Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead. Wow.
Title change.
Again, unsurprising that
this is for sure
after
confirmed.
what we saw with this video. Can you read the statement, Cameron?
Yes. All right, so Trump just posted this about 4 minutes ago. He said the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth of the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you.
Wow.
Got it, thanks.
That's odd. I mean, that's just odd.
They're low.
We were live streaming all day during this tragedy when something happened in our office. As we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase. And they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here.
A car chase.
And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing, they were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination. They were not. They would not work here if they did.
And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing.
And for that, we are sorry. We apologize. We apologize that you had to hear that. And I get why, if you're watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you, it was not about that, but it was horrible timing. And by the way, I get it too, and he gets it, because we listened as we were talking. You can go back and look on the stream. I actually walked off camera to go back and find out what the hell was going on, because it was inappropriate for the laughter at that time, but no one was.
This is the mainstream media, my friends. Truly twisted and.
Yeah, sounds like you know, they messed up and they're trying to backtrack now, right? Like, honestly, I don't
know. Like, when I first saw it, you don't know exactly what was going on. The explanation leaves it less like it.
Suspicious.
Well, because who's erupting in cause over a car? What the hell about what the hell about a car chase? Actually, is going to have that kind of how would that happen?
Iron Studios soundproof.
Yeah, well, it was like their studio is like kind of open. They have different.
It's a newsroom, right? It's supposed to be. It's supposed.
It's not like a studio where you're recording music. It's not like that.
Well, and it can be a sound studio could like
but it'd be a specific room, right?
It would be a specific room, not the newsroom. That room is there for a prop to show the operation and how it all works.
It is so ridiculous. Like, I saw them covering Taylor Swift getting married or engaged to Travis Kelce. Like, I just walked by the TV and saw that was on, and I was like, they were making all a big deal. They're like reporting like it was a big serious thing. Like, oh, like the what size ring? This, that, and third. Like, it was like some big news, and just like, well, they're a joke. They're a clown.
So it's more like a damage control what they're doing, right?
Yes, damage control.
Yeah, this is damage control because they saw what happened. It was a bad look. They understood it, but the explanation is trash because it doesn't make sense. What the hell happened in a car chase that made people erupt in chairs?
Yeah, and also people are saying there was no report of a car chase. Yeah,
right, there wasn't even a car chase for people that have been watching to.
Lies.
I saw even if you see TikTok now, people are even celebrating and dancing that is dead, and also Reddit people are celebrating, which is crazy. Like the crazy world that we are living in now, that people are celebrating over a death of a husband, father, and such a man like that.
A young man. He was 31, dude. He's like
31 years old, and his whole thing. Like people. There's a devolving conversation. You can't actually have conversations with people that disagree with you, or you get labeled. I was labeled a misogynist, a racist, a homophobe because I was calling people out on how horrible it is to say that this guy, like people saying things like, well, when you run your mouth like that, you get what you deserve. Or what do you expect when you're always pissing people off? If you're getting pissed off by stuff, it's because you have shitty arguments and you don't know how to talk to people. But he actually created an opportunity, a platform for people with divergent views of his to come talk to him with an open-minded. He wasn't harsh. He wasn't mean. He didn't berate people for their opinions. He definitely disagreed, but that's normal. That's normal. And they put it out there as he was always engaging in hate speech. I never saw any of that. I disagree.
Like a terrorist.
Specifically, one issue, okay, that I am whole scale against what he felt is on immigration. I think in this day and age, we already have laws against bad actions, about bad actors. Otherwise, peaceful people should be allowed to come and go as they please until they're causing harm, until they're doing something wrong. They should be left the hell alone. Let people come. The more people that come here, from a national standpoint, the more people come here, the more our potential gross productivity can be. You need more people to get more productivity. There's no two ways about it. More people equals more economic capacity. Your economy can only grow with more people.
Well, yeah, of course, like, right. But, you know, this is the thing, is that he was willing to talk about these types of points.
He was willing to talk
about you and talk with you through that.
And he wasn't
thought process.
He wasn't anti-immigrant. He was anti-illegal immigrant. And to be honest with you, I personally think I'd love to have had a conversation with him about that.
That's the biggest thing.
I think the status is the problem, not the people.
He said it best, right? So this is a quote from him. We record all of it so we can put it on the internet, so people can see all the items live. When people stop talking, that's when you get violence. That's when civil war happens. Because you start to think the other side is so evil, and they lose their humanity. That's Charlie Kirk. So, you know, he was very good at provoking thought. Points. He brings good points to any, circumstance, and is willing to talk with somebody with a conflicting view and hear them, right, and then debate with them. And he was doing that all around the country at many different universities, going out there and trying to provoke freedom to think freely, right? Like trying to help people not read so much into the news and look into the numbers and look into reality, So rest in peace, man.
Did you see what Andrew was saying about this? And he was saying that I'm up next because they're up against people like us. And people are now living scared, like the likes of Andrew Tate.
Oh, you know what though? I'm not saying I condone violence. Andrew Tate is an ugly person to me. Like he's ugly. He like not ugly physically, visually. He's not a good person. I think he's an asshole. He causes more trouble than he solves. He's not a good guy. I don't think any of that warrants him being in danger, because it's words. It's words. When I was a kid, we used to have a constant saying, if somebody said something to you that hurt your feelings, the response from an adult, if you complained about it, was sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt you. And it's not telling a kid to stop crying. It's arming them with the thought process that, yeah, you're right. It doesn't actually hurt me to hear things that aren't nice. By training people to say speech is violence, hate speech is violence, it actually creates this built-in immaturity and a proclivity for emotional responses to things that you should be able to just not worry about. It's words. It's words. You don't have to like it.
What happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. It's
we forget about that, right? Oh, you hurt my feelings.
We've forgotten about it. It's all.
You hurt my feelings. I'm gonna take my gun and kill you with it. It's a problem, and it's not a gun problem.
The only person I like among all this, what do you call them, TikTok entrepreneurs, I prefer Luke Belmer.
I don't know.
Belmer is a little bit different for me because Andrew the Tate guys, bro. So crazy. I don't want to go into details.
This is the guy that Tenderly.
Yeah.
This is Tenderly's. This is Guru.
Ever find yourself working on a school paper, struggling to rephrase a complex sentence without losing its meaning?
How old
yeah,
are
just we'll get
29 years old. We don't grow up thinking there's a matrix. We're not 13 years old.
Yeah, go check out Luke
after us, and there is a matrix controlling us. So when was your first encounter?
This is Tenderly's idol.
Tenderly's idol.
I'm just picking on you, Tenderly.
Yeah, I know. But literally, I used to watch him. I used to make some notes. I would take my book, my notebook, and write notes about some of his. But I literally learned something from Luke, but I never learned anything from Tate. Never. I did not learn anything. I still got my notes.
You know what? I really don't understand why people like him. Like he's just abrasive. He's obnoxious.
Just to the young, like teenage and early 20s male. That's who watches this content.
Yeah.
Talk about Andrew Tate. Yeah, those people.
Masculinity.
Those without masculinity watch Andrew Tate.
He calls himself the alpha male.
What
power.
What I found out about the guy is he more like rage bait people to get more people to engage with his platforms and sell his courses to like teenagers. That's his multi-millionaire company right there. Bro, if you get a reaction out of everything that you said, you know it's money, bro. Ads, sponsorship, and X will pay him. Just even when somebody just talk nonsense about him, it's money to him.
Right. Yeah. You're exactly right. It's like he doesn't care. It's the thing I don't like about Andrew Tate is that it comes off to me as really inauthentic. Like I don't think he's really like that. I think it's an act, and that's all.
Yeah, like a persona.
Yeah,
I don't think he's like that either. It's definitely a persona.
That's what I think. You know, my opinion anyway. But I still don't have a problem with him existing. If you want to watch that, if he wants to make content and people want to go watch it, well, let him. You can choose to not listen, or you can choose to respond with your own comeback if you want. Create your own show. Go out and share your own opinions about it. You know, there's lots of ways to handle it without resorting to violence or even canceling people. You know, this is actually a result. Ultimately, this is a result of the cancel culture that our mainstream media establishment has been permeating upon our society. It's a problem. It's a problem. People getting shut down on social media for saying things that are potentially disagreeable. That's not a free and open society, people. That's a closed, top-down controlled society, and that's not what we're supposed to be. There's a problem.
Yeah. It looks like Charlie Kirk's alleged killer is the 22-year-old Tyler Robinson.
Doubtful. That kid no way. That kid didn't hit a 200-yard shot.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Bullshit. How was he trained? This is bullshit, guys. We're not going to get the truth.
So they're saying that this guy pulled the trigger?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, the shot was from over 200 yards away with a rifle.
It looks innocent.
Rifle?
So yeah. Also, did you watch the TMZ clips where they show the guy walking towards the building?
No.
Yeah, I think they posted some clips about. So I don't know if it's the same guy they're saying.
Hold on, I want to respond to this. Fred Dog says violence is usually preceded by speech. That doesn't mean that the speech was the cause of the violence. And peace is also usually preceded by speech. Good things are often preceded by speech. The idea that speech is the problem is wrong. It's just wrong. We've got over that as a society a long time ago. That's why we have it ingrained into our Constitution that you can say what you want. It's protected. It's protected for a reason. You can't call for violence against other people, by the way. That's a crime. That's actually a crime to incite violence against somebody else. It's not free to do that. You can charge somebody for doing that. You don't need to worry about shutting people down because they say things that you don't agree with. They might say mean things against other people, by the way. That's not a call for violence. That's not incitement of violence. There's a distinction. Charlie Kirk never incited violence. Andrew Tate, I don't really know. He's just
the exact opposite, actually.
Right. Charlie Kirk actually was a proponent of talking things out, finding common ground, getting to the, giving people an option, and then also agreeing to disagree. It wasn't. There's a problem. There's a problem in our society right now where people are so infantilized that they can't hear bad things or unpleasant things that they disagree with without having a ridiculous emotional over-the-top response to everything. And it's getting worse and worse. We need to fix this. And it doesn't get fixed by silencing opposing views. It makes it worse. As we're seeing. That's what's been going on.
I don't know. I mean, they got clear cut. Is that the kid right there?
Hey, Orange, sorry, I saw you come in and I got sidetracked on my soapbox here. How you doing, man?
Orange, what's up?
It's a very good point you are making.
A T-shirt with an American flag and appears to have an eagle on it. There's also a baseball cap with a triangle on it and a pair of sunglasses. All distinctive, all things that we would ask the public to look for and try to identify if they know someone who has those items, who has been seen wearing those items. We're looking for all that information. Here you see the suspect after dropping off the building. He moved around across this grassy area, around the parking lot. We're going to pan to the right. After he crosses the street, this is where he moves over into the wooded area. This is the video evidence that we utilize to track his movements and to locate that firearm in that wooded area following the discovery of.
How did the boy know where the guy was gonna sit and all the tactics?
likely
magic. He definitely didn't get help from an organized crew of professionals.
No, he didn't get any.
And also, how he fled. It looks like nobody was on that park, and there looks unguarded because looking at all the cars, there should be somebody there, maybe standing guard and the security.
You know what's the problem right now? If you were having a conversation with somebody, maybe not right now because they haven't had the time to drill out the talking points to counter your questions. But they're going to wage a campaign of talking points so that people that want to believe the narrative will be able to kind of say to you, well, you don't know that. Where's your proof? How do you prove it? And then they're expecting you to go to the mainstream media to get a report where they're saying this. But we watched it in real time. We've seen this happen. We've watched all of the reports. We understand all of this now. But in 2 weeks, it won't matter because we don't have an honest system of information right now. And that's part of what we're going to build out here. I could actually talk about this all morning, but
no, we covered it pretty good. I think
yeah. But I think, and I could talk about this all morning, though. There's a lot still to talk about here. Hunt is making great points. You're making great points, and it is what it is. The Game Master is here. We got some Find to Earn rounds. We'll be back in a minute after a word from our amazing sponsors with Find to Earn rounds. First rule, Find to Earn, share out the live stream. You might as well do that now while you're enjoying a word from our amazing sponsors. It's time. The Game Master is here in his true form. How are you today, sir?
GM models.
GM.
I'm fine, as eternal as ever. Let the hunt begin.
Awesome. Sir, I don't know if we've actually gotten all the funds, but I did hear from Droid and Flat Earth, and they are both committed to doing it for another month. So they are on deck. So we have a pretty still almost the exact same lineup as before, just a change from STXAI to POS, which is the same guys. And who are we starting with today?
Let's play this amazing view picture.
All right. They probably already have it in my DMs. Let me check. You guys do have... Oh, I'm in the wrong account. You guys do have an advantage by tuning into the live stream every day at the start of the show. The first round, we give our live viewers an exclusive look at the starting round street map location that you have to find. I love this. I am a sucker for the mountains, by the way. I love the mountains, especially with greenery. And I love the Bitcoin Pepe, the orange froggy, the only Pepe coin you need to know about. Huge fan of the ecosystem of the project and the community around it. And they're tremendous actors in the ecosystem for stacks. Love the Bitcoin Pepe. But this is the image that you guys are going to be hunting for. For those that are new to the show, we launched these game rounds on the Skullcoin BTC page on X. That's at Skullcoin BTC. And the game rounds will have it'll show you the award. We have rounds sponsored by a bunch of amazing meme coin projects on the Stacks network, including Rucoin, LeoCoin, Bitcoin Pepe, Flat Earth, Build on Bob, Droid token, POS, the POS on Stacks token, and jackpot round sponsored by Skullcoin with some STX up for grabs. So we have a bunch of rounds for you to go, and we launch those on there. You'll have a starting location that drops you into Google Maps, and then you have to drill down, find this location in Street View. You share the coordinates under the game round post, and the first person that shares the correct coordinates for the location, it wins the prize for that round. Our prizes are distributed by BoostX, and you must have a BNS name to receive stacks and Bitcoin tokens on X. Did you guys know that BoostX is actually letting people receive stacks and Bitcoin tokens on X right now? But you do have to have a .btc or .stx BNS name. You can get those at bns.one. And if you are a first-time winner, we will sponsor your BNS name so that we can send you your prize. You will need to have a Stacks address, and we can help you with that too. But you guys have 5 seconds before this game round, before this image goes away, and the game round will launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Yeah, we call this game 1 million views, so 1 million Pepe for the winner.
GP, you want to share or you want me to today?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
All right. So GP is going to share his screen, show you guys how to play.
All right. So we are headed over to the Skullcoin BTC page, guys. So this is what we got for you. It should look just like this. Oh, Skullcoin BTC. Let's go.
All right. And make sure you guys share out the live stream and the game rounds. You must like and repost the game rounds in order to be eligible to win.
Looking for this Pepe, liking and reposting. Clicking on this link will take you to the starting location. I copied my coordinate just in case. There we go. And the starting location looks like this. So this is your starting location. You can click layers here or bring up all scenery. You can click this little yellow man down in the bottom corner here, and it'll bring up everywhere that this location could be. So let's see. This Pepe is looking over a hill. Maybe he's a little bit higher. Maybe down this way. This is higher elevation. Not that kind of hill. And he's kind of looking at some trees in the middle there. Maybe it's down that road. I see a little patch of trees. That's oriented. Yeah, the mountain back there too. So let's go around and see what's up. A little bit further.
We still have no winner. Hunters. This is real competition. We have to find this bench in the mountains. I believe GP is somewhere close. He is in town.
Just need to find the bench. No, I don't think I got the right spot.
Next we'll play 2 whitelist rounds. If you're eligible to leave the comment, it means you're on whitelist. You can find the locations. It's very easy quests. You have just to understand how to play and win the prize. Don't forget to like and repost the games and the stream.
Where is this? This is a beautiful country.
Iceland.
Yeah.
Very nice. So do you want to launch the live stream? I mean the live stream. Do you want to launch the game?
Yeah, let's play whitelist round. Let's play. We're launching whitelist rounds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Kamaskan.
Jacalo. All right, so we got. Get through this one. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Sure. I got a whitelist round by POS has just launched. Good luck, hunters. Again, make sure you like and repost the game rounds.
Okay, seems like we have a winner, and it's DenseMac.btc, our new player.
Let's go. New player for the win. Is that on the BPEPE round or is it on the whitelist round?
It's a BPEPE round.
Congrats on the W. Let's go.
Let's go. That was a harder one than it looked because there was just so many places it could be.
Yeah. I know, it's so gorgeous there.
It was fun. I love walking around in those areas.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite game rounds where you get to get a little bit of the scenery as well. Get to kind of put a location on your, travel list. All right, this is how we got to that location there.
What's more better, searching using mobile or PC?
I would say PC.
Yeah, PC seems to be better control for me.
PC a little bit, but we have a lot of players who play on mobile.
And win.
And
yeah.
So which means I have to try mobile.
You should definitely try. Actually, it would be great if you did. Yeah. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, you have just to use split screen to play, because split screen gives you opportunity to teleport on any location, any moment. But PC a little bit easier because you have the wider screen. Okay, we have a winner for whitelist rounds also. It's the first person was Jaida Joshua, also Valora, Black Rip, KLT Sali, all of them found location. Congrats, we play one more whitelist.
Congratulations. Thank you for playing, and congratulations on your win.
Okay, these whitelist rounds coming from UAP coin. Let's play.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't understand what.
We're launching it in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's go. Jacalo.
1. Let's go. One more whitelist round. You have to find green gate.
Yeah, I totally understand what Zeni was saying about being teleported to multiple locations at the same time.
Yeah, you know how to use split screen. You just, there is arrows. You just click on arrows and you have 2 screens. GP can show you how to split screen. Like it's easy. Okay, we have a winner. It's Unrally Fire for this game.
I saw the split screen.
Yeah, but for whitelist rounds, you don't need split screen. You just have to go forward. Okay, we have whitelist round winners. A lot of players who found. We play next droid game. The droid game will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let the hunt begin.
Ajime.
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 Come on, it's gone.
Remember to play, you like and repost this current game, and we get more players. The show the organized will get more viewers, we get more prizes, and we grow together.
That's it. That's the way. And we do need you guys to. We need you guys. That's part of this whole thing. We don't keep any of these prizes, by the way. Our sponsors are generous. They give us a lot of funds so that we can run these rounds, and we give all of the winnings to you guys. What we get out of it is engagement and viewership and building our community and our family in here.
And
part
the
of
fun.
that, right? And the fun. You know, the community, the fun, the engagement. But we need you guys to share out the live stream to help us grow, so we can keep doing this, so that we can.
Oh, they didn't know. They are the soul of like our you know our ship. You know, like,
we are DeOrganized. When I say we are DeOrganized, I'm talking about all of our friends that come and play with us as well. You guys are DeOrganized too.
It's sick. I've never experienced anything like it, dude. This community is stupid based.
We have
awesome.
We have a tremendous amount. Yeah, honestly, I really do. We have so many friends in this space, and we are very, very fortunate to be able to do this on a regular basis. Just get together. We put a lot of work in, guys. I don't want to underscore that, but we love doing it. You know, I really and genuinely enjoy sitting down with my brothers and chatting about what's going on and trying to figure out how to solve these problems that we're experiencing in the world.
And dude, DeOrganized has a game master, and he's stupid based, bro. He's like very, very based. He makes all sorts of fun shit for us to do. Like, get out of here.
Who's got the game master coming on with the skull coin from with the skull mask from the underworld and the laughs? And honestly, Zenny puts a lot of effort into making all of these game rounds for you guys every day too. Producing these games takes time. Working out these relationships with the meme coins takes time. There's a lot of stuff behind the production of these things, guys, that we put this together for you. So just all we're asking is, and I know you guys are, we're getting tons of viewers right now. We got a lot of viewership going on. You guys are doing a great job sharing out the live stream. But
okay, Mortal, stop talking. Okay, we have a winner. It's Elder Statement. He was the first. All players found this location. Fikri, Wayne, Hazel, Frankly, Sir Cunilingus, Isaac, Tamil Chad, the Great One. It's Megaphone, No Laughing, Queen Soul, Crystal Clear, congrats. But the first one was Elder Statement. And we play 2 more rounds. Let's play the Flat Earth. Who want to count down?
Let's get it. I'll do countdown.
Do it.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ikzu.
Let the hunt begin.
Hajime, Ikzu. Vamos.
You know, he's like, I want to announce the damn winner. You mortals, like.
He's like, shut up.
Shut up, mortal.
I love you, Zenny. I really do, man.
Too fucking good, dude.
Thank you, man.
You make it. You really make the show. You make the show.
It's just the beginning. We need to build something.
Just the beginning. We are building something.
I saw what you were talking about in the Skullcoin Sigma chat yesterday, and if you're not in the Skullcoin Sigma chat, you need to be in that Skullcoin Sigma chat. You dropped some alpha and a little bit of, something to look forward to. I was reading and I was really excited about, Strike.
Yeah, thanks. We hope we get some grants and put into our development.
We gotta find some type of way to have a collab of some sort.
What is the submission process for that? Have you guys actually made a submission yet? Do you know when that's due or what the timeline is for that?
You're asking us? No, we are not yet because we need to make some preparation.
So you haven't, but do you know if there's a timeline, like when it has to be in by?
I believe until October, like in
end of September. Is it end of September?
Yeah, end of September. D grants and open-ended grants.
Yeah, D grants is there's a couple weeks.
Yeah, so we have a time. Okay, the winner for Flat Earth is Orange, one and only.
Of course. As soon as I'm about to even drop
it. I actually have to jump I'll be off temporarily. GP's gonna carry out the rest of Find to Earn. You guys can take your time. We have the SIP call coming up at 10:30. So after Find to Earn, we'll have a brief intermission. We will be back at 10:30 with the SIP show. Hero and Hattie will join us, and we will have Dan Trevino coming to, I think he's launching something with his Boom Money smart shops. I'm not sure exactly what component it is yet, so I don't want to misspeak, but I'm super excited. I love what Dan's doing. So guys, make sure you stay tuned. But I do gotta drop out, and I will be back with you guys at about 10:30. GP's gonna carry out the rest of the show with you guys, and then there will be a brief intermission. And you all that cannot stay with us through the SIP call, you have an absolutely blessed day, and thank you for joining us today.
Okay, we have 2 more rounds.
Let's go. 2 more rounds.
Who want to count down? Let's go.
In 5, 4, 3, 1. Let's go, Hyundai.
Okay, let's go. This is like not usual picture. You have to find this.
got here? What are we looking at? We are liking and sharing the game around. And look at that cozy little Leo sitting on that ass.
You have to find the S.
The cozy little Leo sitting right up upon that ass.
You're dropping
There we go.
bars.
It's a vibe. Alright, so we're looking for this Leo cat. We are headed up to this link. Click that link. It'll take you to the starting location as usual. And we are looking around in Liechtenstein. Let's go. Liechtenstein for the win. Alright, so let me see if I can find some asses. I imagine you need a little bit of land for an ass like that. Alright. Maybe over here. Didn't find any ass here. Gotta move along. Not one ass. Alright. Oh, this looks promising.
We still have no S winner.
Nope. Let's try the one across the street. Still no asses.
Okay, who will be first to find the donkeys? Find the donkey.
Donkey! Like Shrek. Would they have would they just have a donkey in the middle of the neighborhood? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see.
You are killing me, DJ.
You're killing me, Smalls. Where's this little Leo cat? He found a nice little nook and cranny. It looks like it's behind a shed of some sort. Got a couple little small houses surrounding it as well. You can see the hill in the background, which is interesting. I can get closer. Let's try here.
We still have no winner. Come on, hunters. Find this S. It's strange. It takes so long. Let me check the game. Maybe I gave you wrong location, but I believe not. People just cannot find this S.
Yeah, there's a lot of winding
It's
roads.
new to them.
Yeah, they don't know about. They've never seen an ass like that before.
Yeah, let me check. Maybe this is completely another country.
You sent us to a wrong country, bro. Imagine the flight tickets.
Hey man, we're in the wrong country. Oh no!
I have no idea. Let me check.
I doubt that. It happens though. If it did happen, but I doubt it. It only happens once in a blue moon. There was a full moon the other night though. Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, I barely know her. Let's see here. You got an orange jumping into the stream. What's up, orange? Back from outer space.
Okay, we're launching jackpot round anyways soon. Get
All right.
ready, everyone.
You got 2 different rounds you can play right now, guys. You got the jackpot round and the Leo round.
Okay, let's start jackpot round. Everyone get ready, and Game Master will find this location. Okay, we start jackpot round, and after we will finish this game. Okay, seems like we have a winner.
Oh,
finally.
yeah?
Yeah, it's
Let's
a red
go.
one.
Red one
Red
for
one
the win.
for the first player.
Alright, and this is where we had to look, guys. Let me show you where we had to go look. From the starting location.
Let me check why this game played so long. I have no idea. It was not so far.
Yeah. So if we take a look at like how far away from the starting location
I
it
think
is,
people
it's
just
very
rush.
winding.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it was
people
very-
just rush this location and just miss this spot because
Right,
it's
so
behind the corner.
right, a lot of turns and that you could look down. There's a lot of different places you can look. That's what that one was, right? But this is the way that you get there, and this is your location, guys, right here.
Okay, last game for today. I believe 30 stacks for the winner. It's a jackpot game. We give you like just 4 minutes. And if there will be no winner, we move the price to Monday. Get everyone back. We're launching soon.
Alright, so we're going back to the Skullcoin BTC page. Let's go.
And we give you one clue. Okay,
Oh,
we
so we
start
get
the
it.
game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last game for today.
Last game going down. So we're pressing refresh on the Scopecoin BTC account on X. Kind of popping up the jackpot round right here. Liking and sharing the round, not quoting it. Reposting it, right? We were looking for this jackpot chest next to an old school. Is that a bet there? An old school. Is that a Firebird? I do believe that is a Firebird. Maybe out in Japan, possibly. I don't know yet. I'll have to take a look. But this looks like some Japanese roofing. Let's see about making sure it's reposted. Clicking that link there and sharing the broadcast out. Be sure to share the podcast as well. Click on it just like this, and you can grab this and post it right from there, or you can copy the link, or you can go to the DeOrganized account and just repost there. As long as you are sharing out the stream. All right, so clicking this location, this link next takes you to the starting location. Here we go. Taking you to the start. Boom, boom. All right, now we are looking around in Japan. So I was right. My hunch was right. It is a Japan finder. Let's go. Looking for a Firebird somewhere in town. It looks like he has his car, his prized possession, kind of parked behind his home. Like this might be the back of the house.
I was speaking. I didn't think you heard me. My mic.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, you're good now.
Oh yeah, so I was saying we're in Japan and they're looking for Marty McFly's car, right?
Yeah, we're looking this
Marty McFly.
Okay, we give you, like everyone on the organized show, we give you the clue and like 2 minutes more. The clue is dropping right now under the post game. You have to go on southwest. Let's go.
Southwest. Okay, so southwest.
Last game for today. We give you 2 minutes more. Follow the clue. On the bottom left, this location.
No winner yet?
Okay, we have a winner and it's Isaac. Congrats.
Whoa, congrats.
Congrats.
Go, Isaac, go.
Well
Let's
played
go.
today.
Awesome game stuff. Let's go, guys. Good stuff. Congrats to the winners. Show you exactly where this location is that we were looking for. And if you were to take this route, you would have been right to the location. This is where it was. Just a little loop, just a little hop, skip, and a jump around the corner. Go around that way, and it takes you here.
So it's southeast. Oh, yeah.
And there you have
Fly
it.
bird.
Yes, that
Okay,
Firebird.
thanks everyone. GG.
Oh, it's a Firebird.
That
See
type of
you
car.
tonight. Tonight we play these games.
Right on, right on. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate you coming through and playing Finder with us. And
Thanks, GP. Thanks, Trihana. See you.
Thank you, legend. Respect.
Have a good weekend. Yeah, dude. So, what else you got going on for today, 3?
Today, it's just a regular Friday, cooling off, touching grass, spending time with family. And how about yourself? I heard that you got a game tomorrow.
Yes, I got my first game, my first, my very first coaching experience during a real soccer game for 5-year-olds running around. Yesterday was practice. It seemed like my team is starting to work with each other a little bit more. They're getting less shy of each other. And I was just so scared to, get involved and get activated with their little friend teammates. And last night we did our first cheer, so we had together and did 1, 2, 3, rampage. I'll let my nephew check us out. So I was like, "Hey, man, Neff, you want to get everybody else in the circle?" And he took charge. He said, "Everybody get in the circle," and everybody did. And we made a thing of it. So this time, this time around, I actually put something together of a workout for him, and then made sure to put water breaks in it. That way I could follow it. Because last time I ran him for 30 minutes without giving him water, which is crazy.
I see.
My sister was yelling out, "I think you need to give him water," and I couldn't hear her. I was too locked in.
I see. You really logged in. So yeah, all the best tomorrow. You're gonna win. Stack the W's, bro. Stack the W's.
Big W's. We did our first
the wins.
So
yeah.
But yeah, so Find to Earn Friday in the Zest Discord after DeOrganized Nightly at 7 p.m. ET. At the tail end of it, around 8 o'clock, we will be playing some Find to Earn. So you can get into the Zest Discord by
what time?
Right.
So what time is the Dan show?
Which Dan show will be starting in about 15 minutes or so. So
15 minutes.
What we can do is take a small little break for a moment and break away from this and go refresh, and then we'll get it started. So thanks for tuning into the morning show. You guys have a blessed rest of your day. Stay tuned. We have the Sip and Innovation call coming up where we're going to be talking to Dan and Resh from Boom Wallet. We're going to be talking about the Stacks Pay Sip that they have proposed as well. So looking forward to that, seeing what Boom Smart Shop looks like and what Dan and Resh have in store. So see you guys in just a few. We're going to take a very brief intermission, but we'll see you in just a minute.
Every post is a signal. Give it fuel. BoostX, the social value layer.
Let's go. Afternoon, my friends. Or is it afternoon? No, it's still just the morning and where I am. Good morning, my friends. We're here for another episode of the Stacks Improvement and Community Innovation Show. I'm going to be joined by Hero Gamer, the OG, and Hattie. And we have an amazing couple of guests from Boom Wallet. We got Dan and Resh and GP in the house as well. So let me bring on our panel and our guests. What's up, GP? Did you win any rounds for Find to Earn while I was gone?
No, I didn't win any today, but I did get one this week, so I'm happy with that.
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. What's up, Hero? How you doing today?
What's up? How's everybody?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Tinderly's joining us for the SIP call. Be on your best behavior, buddy. We've got another legend of Stacks legends, Dan Trevino, in the house. Dan, we can only see half of your head. There he is. What's up, Dan? Good morning. How you doing, man?
Morning. I'm doing okay.
Nice.
Get your coffee in the car,
there. Right? Nice. Where do I get that hat?
I'm happy to be.
Oh, I need a boom hat. Oh, I need a boom.
I'll get you guys a hat.
I will wear that on the show, and I'm not
Me
a big
too.
fan.
I wear that hat is fly, dude. I would wear that out. That's fly.
And
I'll wear that because it's not so obvious that it's Bitcoin.
We have Resh in the house.
Resh,
Our Stacks legend. How you doing today, man? Good to see you.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks.
And we got 300 in the house joining us for the show.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, I like that.
Oh, the red.
I don't know. I like both.
Dude, I like the red. The
The white kind of pops off the black, though.
It does.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might go. I think the white's better for wearing on screen, to be honest. I do like the red, though, too. It's fire.
Yeah, I like the red.
I think Hattie will be joining us soon. I just got off at a different meeting with him. So we have the main focus of today's show is Dan's Boom Wallet Smart Shops app. Is that what we're looking at today?
Actually, no. I just kind of wanted to talk about some of the things that were going on in the ecosystem, and one of the things that we saw. And if you don't mind, I'll just jump right into
Yeah, whatever, man. This is whatever. We're DeOrganized. You talk about what you want to talk about.
I think last month Stacks launched a hackathon with Dora Hacks for an SBTC payment gateway. Actually, I think Hattie's the one, or maybe it was 300, maybe it's Resh. Somebody pointed out, maybe it was Hero Gamer, that I think it was Hattie. Yeah. He responded to somebody and said, like, isn't this what Boom's building? And I was like, well, yeah. But looking at what they were specifying, we had implemented obviously like a payment layer for Boom, and it was a little bit more simple. Little bit like we weren't creating something for everyone. We were creating something for ourselves, right? It was a little bit more focused and a little bit more straightforward than what was specified in the hackathon. But yeah, that's essentially what we were building. And so we're like, yeah, we're already doing this. And I looked at what we were building, and I was like, well, this actually could be generalized pretty easily. And then somebody pointed out that there was some other builder in the community, I don't remember who it was, that was building one, had demoed part of, I guess, like the first step of this. And so I reached out to them. I was like, hey, this is really cool. You know, we're building the same kind of thing. Do we want to like talk about this? And I don't know, the reaction I got was kind of just meh. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just kind of build this out myself. And so what we've done, we didn't submit for the hackathon, but we've kind of taken that same concept, and we're kind of creating that as a separate piece of the ecosystem. So we've created Boom Pay, which is this layer, this payment layer, which is its own thing, and it's kind of targeted at developers, not at merchants. So this was the other thing about that hackathon. They were kind of not really focused on it really wasn't well focused on on creating a product. It was focused on creating a tool, and that tool, I think, can be very simple, very straightforward, but it's something for merchants and something for developers, I think is what they were looking for, right? But I think that kind of mixes the focus a little bit. You're nodding your head.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dan. That was not related to this at all. I multitask. I can't not multitask. It's just how I am.
That's okay. I mean, if you
no, I did not disagree with you at all. I really was. I was disagreeing with somebody in a DM. Silently.
So anyway, I was looking at this, like I said, and it felt a little unfocused, and it felt like I said, I thought we could work with somebody in the community. That didn't work out. So we just kind of thought, okay, let's just throw this thing out there. And so we built BoomPay, which is now a developer-focused thing, which is kind of similar to what they were building. We're not just building for SBTC. We're kind of focused on SBTC and stable coins, and potentially with the other option of adding other tokens that might be valuable. But yeah, that was kind of the genesis of what I was going to show you everybody, and wanted to get some feedback and thoughts. We still have Boom as our focus for like merchants. Boom is the merchant app, and BoomPay is like the developer app.
Okay.
So for people who want to integrate into their own websites and not go through Boom's, stores or marketplace, that's fine. We've got this other layer now that we've kind of enabled as a result of that hackathon was motivation for us. I can't lie. But now we've kind of introduced the second. Yeah, we've introduced the second layer, the second piece. That's focused on the developers who want to integrate by themselves. They can throw into their own WordPress shop, WooCommerce, Shopify, whatever, or they can build a standalone application. And then obviously for merchants or for people who are not technical and who don't want to go through the process of setting up their own web store, that's where the Boom Marketplace comes in. So
I love it, actually. So if we wanted to create some merch for DeOrganized, I could create a little merch shop on my page and actually have our dev use the BoomPay.
Think of it as a Stripe, basically. How you embed Stripe, you embed BoomPay. So is it everything?
So you can actually check this out right now. I had some issues with some of the deployment, but on alpha-pay.boom.money, and we've got like 5 minutes code snippets that you can literally paste into a page, and like on that page you'll also see just like you can create a payment object. We're calling it a payment intent.
What was it again?
Alpha dash
pay.
pay.
Okay, I had that.
.boom.money. Thank you, whoever that was at.
Sir.
Okay, and you just pull the API from here. Let me. You're gonna share, or you want me to?
So the API is not exposed externally yet because we're still testing it, right? But you can go and you can create payments. If you log in and create an account, you can add products to it and get similar to Stripe, how you can create a payment card or create a button to put on your website and get the code for that and just like literally copy and paste it into your website.
Awesome. So it's just I build the shop, I embed the code, I can actually receive payments. And is it SBTC? Is it any SIP10 token?
It's no, because we wanted to kind of keep it focused on legitimate things. The Boom Marketplace will allow merchants, shop creators to use whatever token they want to receive. If you want to receive payment in Nothing token or Welsh or Rue, whatever, you can do that on the marketplace. For this, we wanted to kind of keep it a little bit more focused, and so.
So I can create a shop in the marketplace, and can I also embed the shop that I create in the marketplace onto my website?
That's kind of farther down the road because, it's a little bit more complicated to embed the shop, and that's kind of where this kind of fits in for people who want to do something like that. This piece will let you kind of bridge that gap, and you can add your products. You can add, like I said, payment links directly in. We support StaxPay, obviously, and then just direct wallet access for the wallets that have not supported StaxPay yet. Added StaxPay support yet.
Awesome. And StaxPay is still a SIP in PR. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I think we've made I think 2 revisions since we introduced, based on like feedback from the Stacks developers, and then also based on things that we've learned as we've been kind of testing it out within Boom. So it continues to evolve until we get to, I think, a little bit more of a stable place, and then we'll actually try and push it as a first class kind of SIP. And we've tried to get, we're trying to also, we want people to see this. I've pointed out to a couple other builders in the ecosystem. We have interest from other wallets, but I think even like, gosh, I'm blanking on names, sorry. But there's a couple other developers who are looking at StaxPay as possible integrations. So.
Yeah, I know CryptoDude's been kind of working on it. I think he chatted with you in a Purple Pill Friday a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
I mean,
the great thing about StaxPay is like it's super simple for the basics. It doesn't try to be everything. So for instance, with BoomPay here, this is built on top of StaxPay, but StaxPay doesn't do things like track your products, right? Or track your payments. StaxPay is literally about wrapping a transaction. And so we use StaxPay, but StaxPay lets developers also build on top of it, that layer. So that it gives you the foundation, and developers can build that value layer on top of it. And that's kind of what we've done here too with BoomPay, and what we were doing with Boom.
Awesome, man. So one thing I've noticed as far as the SIP itself, part of the goal there is to obviously get it to become a standard, so that it makes it easier for developers down the line to all kind of build to the same standard. And I think the biggest issue right now is that we need the other wallets to kind of get involved in that conversation. It's not just the devs, but it's the wallet providers that actually need to kind of adopt this standard.
And it depends on how you want to roll that, that growth out. Like it can be bottom up or it can be top down, right? We have, I think we got good feedback from the leather folks in the SIP. We have an open channel with Xverse currently, although we haven't actually spoken for a couple of weeks in there. But we have an open channel with Xverse. So from the top-down perspective, we're pursuing that to make sure, like, hey, what are we missing? That you guys need so that you can implement this as well. And then from the bottom-up perspective, like, if people want to implement this, that they can actually use it today in their apps, that works as well.
So if I may ask, just from a SIP perspective, how many different could you like sort of frame it in a simple way, like how many different variations of implementations out there? How many are layer 1 and how many are layer 2, sort of?
In terms of StaxPay?
Yeah, StaxPay. I heard the word BoomPay being thrown around, and you have, whatever there is,
So again, StaxPay is really trying to be the generalized foundation. Okay. And if a wallet supports StaxPay, then that's all they really need to do, right? So like I said, BoomPay is really the value layer on top of what StaxPay is. So in Boom, we help you track your products, your payments, the payment statuses, and actually, if you don't mind if I share, let me just, maybe I can show you.
So what Cohen has developed, is that a layer 2 or layer 1? Would you say? Like I'm just thinking in my mind, StacksPay is the layer 1, the generalized version, and you have the different customized layer 2 implementation on top of that. One of which is BoomPay, and then you have other people developing their own kind of stuff.
Right. So if people want to track, if you want to track your own products, track your own payments, you can do that and still use StacksPay as the foundation for wrapping the transactions and have other wallets know how to handle those transactions, right? But the difference becomes when someone makes a payment. If they make a payment through BoomPay, like we would have that order information, we would have the product information, we have the payment status and things like that. So, for instance, we have multiple payment statuses when you create a payment intent. So, a payment intent basically locks in a price. So, for instance, I might buy product A today, and the current price is 3,000 Sats, but next week for Peace Love, the price is going to be 5,000 Sats because we're pricing in US dollars, and you know. You want to get that same value depending on the price of Bitcoin. So the payment intent actually locks a price for 5 minutes, and that gets tracked separately as like its own kind of object, right? StacksPay doesn't do any of that. StacksPay just creates the transaction, and the transaction could be send Peace Love 3,000 Sats or send Dan 2,000 Sats, whatever, right? It doesn't keep track of like, here's when it was purchased, here's the exchange rate, here's the product ID, all of that kind of extra stuff.
In my mind, and I'm thinking about Zero Authority, that I had Zero Authority that as an example. It's like they can they have two types of contract, or two types of from a user's perspective, just two type of way to pay people. One of the ways is that you do work, you complete work, you just do a one-off payment, and the other one is actually like the multiple milestone split payment, so that you complete first part of the work and then you're given a certain amount, so you can choose to split up the payments based on milestone achievements. So it feels a little bit similar like that. You almost have the simpler version, and then you have the more complicated version where you need to add several things in between in order to get more details, I guess.
Well, yeah, and so here's how StacksPay would work in that scenario. StacksPay would be for the individual transactions, and so say I'm doing some work for you, Hero, and I send you an invoice for, again, 1,000 Sats for some work that I did. But the overall project is maybe five different tasks, and so each one is 1,000 Sats. And so I submit an invoice because I've completed one piece. StacksPay will wrap that transaction so that anybody who has a wallet that supports StacksPay can pay with their wallet, right? And it's just click a QR, or click a link, and it's done. But on the Zero Authority side, what they would be doing is they would be tracking, like, this is a payment for that first part, and there's still 4 pending payments remaining. And so that's the value layer on top of StacksPay. StacksPay is for individual transactions. Zero Authority would be keeping track of like the progress of all the work that has to be done and the payments that have been made towards that progress. Real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
You have a screen share button at the bottom. It's hotkey F, H. You need it. There we go.
Work for you guys?
Yeah.
So here I've logged in. So the first step is just, hopefully nothing breaks. My new biz. Let's see here. Make sure my wallet's unlocked and it's on testnet. Okay, testnet. So connect. So it's connected. It's got my Bitcoin address, my Stacks address, my payment address. The fundamental, obviously, since we're looking at Stacks payments, is Stacks address. Integration keys are already generated for you. So you get a secret key and a public key that you can use, and those are automatically generated. But from here, if you have your own website, your own application where you have you want to get payment information as payments come through, we basically support a webhook back to your website so that you can kind of send, so that we can send payment information to you in real time. And then this is just creating a sample Stacks Pay payment here. That's just creating that's kind of not very useful to you, but let me show you. These are just sample payments, but we've got this payment status process so that you could tie individual payment intents, and a payment intent is tied to a product. So let me put some sample products. Oh, no sample products. Let me see. So if I create a product, boom hat. This is a hat. You can see it's generating a preview of what you can drop into your website. So I say $29.99. I have 54 of them. I can either take this card view into my website directly, or I could just drop a button into my website directly, right? I can decide that I want the customer email required or not, or if I have something physical goods that I want to ship, I can require an address for that. And this will give you basically this code that you can drop directly into your website, right? With a payment intent ID or via the API. We're working on React, we're working on a Vue, and this is localhost right now because this is in development, but this is the process that when it gets deployed to that pay.boom.money is what you'll see. So I can create a product, and when you create a product, you get a link that every product gets its own link. Let me see, where's the incognito window? Hopefully this works. No, that's not it. You guys still with me?
Oh yeah, we're here, dude.
Yeah, this is dope, man.
Yeah, live.
So this is my personal payment link, right? I can put this in anywhere, and you'll get this card layout. And then what happens, again, I put $29.99 in as the price, a US dollar-based price. That's what we're starting with, but you'll see the automatic Bitcoin price there. And then when someone actually wants to go to pay, they can choose to pay with Stacks Pay, or they can choose with a regular wallet. And so when they do Stacks Pay, you'll get, okay, so I got an error there, but you'll get a QR code here and a URL to, obviously like a Stacks Pay URL. If you do a regular wallet, it's probably, that's not gonna work too, because it'll pop up basically the normal kind of everyday thing that you've seen with Leather Wallet or Xverse or whatever, or Boom, to just make the transfer, right? But when you make that payment, it goes through our system, tracks your product, tracks your sales, tracks your payment method, and you'll see that payment show up here as in progress, or whatever the current status is. Once it's paid, it'll show paid, and you'll be able to see that here directly. So, and then again, being developer focused, we've got some developer specific tools here so that people can manage applications that they access these products from, or where they want, again, you might have different environments for if you want a test sandbox environment, or you want to create a new environment for production, you would have different webhooks probably for those kinds of things, and different keys for those kinds of things. So that's the high level, and a simple dashboard, which obviously doesn't have any products yet, but when you're new, you won't have anything here, but this gets filled out over time. So
sorry, can you pay with fiat? Or is it just currently crypto wallet?
Crypto. Oh, this menu is not working. There it goes. Yeah.
So Dan, could somebody integrate this into their website?
Yep.
So they could run Stripe and Stacks Pay at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So that's the opportunity gap there for everyone, is that you could run through, you can put Stacks Pay on your website, you can run it on there and you can accept payments, and then you obviously can accept normal payments.
And I've tested basic snippets with WordPress. I haven't done WooCommerce yet because I'm by myself basically. But like WordPress, we have regular JavaScript, HTML snippets. We're working on React. Obviously, Vue is my favorite tool, so my favorite front end tool. So Vue, and then obviously the API access directly. If you wanted to write your own kind of access directly into in PHP, you could do that via the APIs. So
it's primarily for selling physical goods, or
no.
is it?
No, it could be for either one, digital goods or physical goods.
So it could be a consulting session or something.
It could be a consulting session. Yeah. So this is the same back end, slightly upgraded now, that we're using in Boom. So we started off with a very simple version of this in Boom that wasn't external or anything, right? And Boom supports digital products. It supports NFTs, like digital blockchain type stuff, assets, and then physical goods as well. So we're expanding the categories in Boom slowly. We want to focus right now. We're just focusing on NFTs and digital products. Thanks, Bryce. Yeah, so we're going to make that expansion kind of like as needed, because there is a lot of stuff to keep track of when you start tracking physical goods, right? One of the things, obviously, there's still things to work out in terms of reputation and things like that, and of sellers. And we've been talking to Hattie about how we can potentially integrate with Zero Authority on this. So yeah, there's a lot to do. So we want to take it incrementally, starting with NFTs. That's the easiest thing, and digital products. So we've been working with 300 on uploading albums, what the album upload process looks like, and what users will actually receive when they upload something. And then we've been talking with is it Jack Switch or Wagme?
Jack.
One of them, I forget. We've been talking to both of them, but about like what course content maybe look like, right? So yeah, we have to roll these things out kind of one at a time. Because we're limited, but we're trying to make sure we get everything. And my sister has an eBay store, so I've already like got her whole product dump, and I'm working with eBay APIs on how to get that integrated and stuff like that, so you can sell directly from your eBay store as well.
That's awesome. eBay store is based, being able to plug that in, and you know, I did a little bit of reselling in my time, like doing like the Pokemon trading and stuff like that, and collectibles and all that for a little bit. So that's cool. I would love to get some SBTC going with that.
Yeah, I mean the difficulty in SBTC right now is that like that cap unlock and also the lower deposit that's coming, I guess, next week or something.
16.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. Like that's huge, because that was kind of a big worry for me, because like if people can only deposit $1,000 at a time or $1,100
right.
at a time,
600, you know, it is about the price.
It limits that market, and that's one of the reasons. Also, I mean, there's a lot of folks who, you know, we've talked to a bunch of creators, a bunch of merchants, and there are people who care about Bitcoin, right, deeply, and they want to work with Bitcoin directly, and there are people who are happy to receive Bitcoin, but they want dollars as fast as possible, right? They don't really want to hold Bitcoin. So that's where the stablecoin kind of support obviously needs to come from too. And those folks, like, quite honestly, I don't want to say we want to cast a broad net, but we want to support people where they are as much as possible, to the extent that we can. Stacks makes that obviously super easy because of the SIP10 standard. You know, there's stable coins out there, there's pseudo stable coins out there. and then obviously the SBTC, which I've been saying for a year, I think is like a better Lightning than Lightning, right? So I think it's really going to be, hopefully, the next payment rails for Bitcoin.
I like that. A better Lightning than Lightning.
Yeah.
Who was your? Oh, sorry, Rash. You go ahead.
Just wanted to share that the one thing we are very cognizant about is that we want this to adopt as many people using Bitcoin as possible. So our goal has always been to make sure the payment rails work as effective as possible. So if anybody implements right now BoomPay, the transaction cost is only going to be 1% compared to if you use a Stripe, and it goes to up to 3.5%, and then they charge also conversion rates and all. So we are very aware of that. So we want to make sure the adoption happens really well. That's why you're on BoomPay.
Yeah, it kind of almost follows naturally that.
Yeah.
I mean, crypto is about taking out, the gatekeepers. We're actually trying to make ourselves a gatekeeper, quite honestly, right? But there's levels of gatekeeperness, I think. Like you go to Shopify, you can't sell a bunch of different types of products. And I actually have a whole page of different competitors and issues with them. There's been tons of people who complain about Shopify just turning off their store because of some complaint or something like that, right? Like,
so a big part of what Boom is facilitating is censorship-resistant exchange.
So censorship resistance, and I'll say this, like, we have to be compliant with local laws and stuff like that, right? So what we're moving to is a place where your store is basically in a smart contract, and once it's deployed, like, we can maybe kick you out of the marketplace if law enforcement comes and says, hey, Peace Love's selling something illegal and whatever. Like, if we have to comply with that, like, the first response is go F yourself. The second response is, okay, we don't want to get shut down. Maybe we could take Peace Love out of the marketplace, but his store is never going to go away, right?
So I could still be, my store is on my website. There's nothing you guys can do about it. And can you restrict me from using the API?
Yeah, we could. Because you have key and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and you can only do so much until you're, we're building out Rails. It's going to take a long time, right? Like, it's going to take a long time to actually change society, to not be so inflicting and violent. It's just how it's predicated now. But these are the Rails that will actually make that possible.
Right, and we're going to get there as much as we can. Sorry, my daughter's trying to communicate with me over here. Again, once a store is on chain, like, you don't even have to go through us. Even if we didn't do that, like, you could create your own front end for that, right? You can go create your own website that accesses the back end store. So like Trip says, P2P is the way.
I like it. Fred Dog is asking, I think Resh has an answer for him. Is it possible to pay and receive payments in STX stables like USDH?
Absolutely. So I couldn't find a USDH testnet contract. I did find an AUSD. That's what I've been testing with right now.
Sure.
That's Alex. Yeah. USDH is definitely one of the first going to be out of the box supported. Like I said, I don't have a testnet contract for them. So it's just a SIP10. But
is it because they don't have it, or just
I haven't found it.
So maybe we can help you hunt it down.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there. I just haven't seen it. Yeah, USDH.
Jack, maybe Jack is a USDH probably spokesperson or ambassador, so we can try and hunt that down for you.
And again, these are all SIP10s, so it's for us. It's more about, like, we don't on Boom, the app. Again, people can accept payment in whatever they want, and we try to warn. If you look at I don't know, some of y'all here have access to the app. in your token list, you'll see a warning for tokens that we think are suspicious, right? There's like a just little outline in yellow, it says warn, something.
So I got two questions for you. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. So one is like from a business perspective. So who are your biggest target audience? Like who in a nice world, like who adopts it would be really, really cool to see for you?
Well, again, we've got, so when we started this, let me start with a little longer explanation, if you don't mind. When we started this, we were targeting, we knew we were trying to build kind of a circular Bitcoin economy. And that meant building a two-sided market from scratch, right? Building both sides, supply and demand. And so our focus was on the supply side, creators and merchants, right? When that hackathon came out and it kind of like we were looking at this, that's when we kind of said, well, you know, we have a tool here that we can kind of also make available to developers. And so for BoomPay, the target market is developers. If you look at the website, I actually have gone through and made sure we're not talking to merchants at all. It's the copy is very developer focused. It's a little bit technical. And that's kind of the way we see this. The BoomPay is for the developers, the marketplace, Boom, and the marketplace is for the merchants and the creators who do not want to stand up their own store.
Awesome. Sam, our good friend, the Liberal Thumb, shout out to Let Africa Build, asks, what about other stable coins like the Naira-backed stable coin, CNGN, that are fully compliant? So I'm assuming that's in the Nigerian economy. Are you guys looking to adopt those things? We have a huge Nigerian community in Stack, so it might be worth focusing on.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Naira, to be honest with you. We're focusing right now on launching with the Stack SIP 10s. We have support already for Bitcoin, and we are going to ideally expand into the other SBTC ecosystems. Like our backend wallet on the Boom side supports
Litecoin.
Sorry,
Doge, Litecoin.
Litecoin. We're not creating those addresses yet, but we've got the libraries in place, and I've got the test in place to do that. But any of the Bitcoin like
Solana, Sui.
Solana, that's not Bitcoin like. That's more of that's the SBTC support.
So any UTXO basically, which then created the backend library, Doge, Litecoin, BCH. That has pretty much UTXO.
So that's like the first class support is UTXO based chains. But again, Solana via SBTC, hopefully, right? If that ever comes to be, Sui and Aptos, they're the other ones that are supporting SBTC. So those chains, I'm not familiar with Naira, to be honest with you. I will look at it, but it depends on what we have to connect to. We're probably not going to do Ethereum, right? Or Ethereum or what's, and I guess never say never, but we're not looking at EVM based chains or tokens and things.
So probably not Ethereum tokens, probably not Solana tokens, at least not in the short term.
Again, Solana via SBTC.
Oh, right. So you could do that. So you could support that anyway.
Yep.
A couple of questions from me again. Yeah. So how does because as you know, in the pipeline we've got Larry's SIP coming up with a Bitcoin address down the line. I would say I think it's still not like right this moment yet, but when it does come, so I just wonder, how does it affect you? And do you have to do a lot of work to change it, or is it like just automatically, just like you will be using Bitcoin address and you don't have to do a lot of development work to? Yeah, just wonder how it affects you and maybe the users.
I've only looked at Larry's stuff kind of maybe like at the 3 foot depth. I actually have some of Larry's code in Boom already to support those addresses. But we've got kind of this like first layer support. Again, we have to kind of manage this kind of rollout. The first layer is the Stacks community, the Stacks network and stuff. The second part of that is the Bitcoin. And then we have to see where demand drives us from there. So again, we can support UTXO chains super easily. We already have support for Doge and Litecoin and something else. Those are libraries that we're kind of carrying along, but we're not using yet. And Larry's is kind of in that same place. For us, it's just another display address, as far as I can tell right now. We're anchoring kind of identity around BNS, and so that means like no matter which payment, no matter which chain you're using, your identity is really tied to the BNS name that you're using, right? And so
the other ecosystem would have to buy the BNS and then link their Litecoin address to that BNS.
Well, so we're taking it, I would say a little bit in the backwards or the opposite direction, is that if you want to add a Litecoin address, you can do that, and it's a Litecoin address. But within Boom, you know, if I want to send it, if I want to send Litecoin to Resh, I can just send it to Resh.btc, right? So it's still a Litecoin transaction. It's just that we're referencing Resh's identity, BNS identity, to find out what his Litecoin address is, and then sending it there.
Like you will have to manually add his Litecoin address to his .btc.
Yep.
So basically, one of the maybe side effect or goal, I don't know if it's a goal or side effect, is that you are encouraging everybody to across different chains to link their other chain's address to .btc. Would that be accurate to say?
We're providing the opportunity to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good for BNS, right? So
I think so.
So if Crypto Dude would like to airdrop, yeah, I know it has to be on Stacks Network, but yeah, I get the point. Yeah. So yeah, you make .btc the central, almost like the Amazon.com, whatever.
It's your username. It's your username in crypto, and you know, we're not the first to do this, but part of that is abstracting away the whole wallet part of it, right? And we've talked about this for like, you know, over a year or two. Is you know, you go to Amazon, nobody shows you a wallet balance up front, right? Amazon is just product, and if you want to buy something, you have a wallet that you can use to fund that transaction. And that's kind of where we want to go. Now, again, we're not the first to do this, but like one of the ways we do that is obviously login. Again, for those of you who've seen the Boom app, or those of you who haven't seen the Boom app, login is via email, right? We use magic URLs for login, and we have a email password fallback. And when you log in for the first time, if you're completely brand new, you know, you either have an account or you don't have an account, and we'll generate an account for you in the background, a Stacks account, and we ask you what name do you want to use, right? So onboarding gets you a BNS name. And this is why BNS was such a big deal for me, 2-3 months ago, when we were pushing for better support for subdomains. Because you can't really say, hey, everybody, go to this website and sign up for a BTC name, right? You really need to make that completely frictionless and free, right? And so subdomain support allows us to do that basically for free. And just by implementing it as part of the onboarding, everybody's going to have a name. And we actually check name. We do things like we check names. So like when you want to send a hero, if you want to send peacelove.btc, some whatever sats, we actually check the names every time a transaction is initiated to make sure that that's really who they say they are. And same thing with the chat with the chat piece that's coming in. So chat is actually anchored again to your keys that you're creating when you're using Stacks. Those same keys are used to generate your chat ID, which is a completely different system. And so again, when you're chatting with peacelove.btc, like we can verify that this is the same peacelove.btc that it was a month ago, right? And if the name changes, like, hey, this name is this name is less than 1 day old, you might want to step back and go, is this really peacelove.btc, or did somebody move his name? Did somebody steal his name? Whatever.
So if I give my name to somebody, or if I change wallets, even the chat key won't move with it.
Chat key will not move with it now.
It'll stay with the other address.
Correct.
But the system will actually determine that BNS isn't in that address anymore.
Right. So the chat would basically show, like, originally you were chatting with Peace Love, and now you're chatting with blank. Right. And so that's just like a visual indicator. It doesn't necessarily mean anything's wrong, but the only thing we can really do is kind of try and highlight these deltas.
No, it's cool though, man. It definitely, it's just all different added more functionality to make these things really go. It's really cool stuff.
So if I may just maybe make a statement, that you can tell me if it's accurate or not. I think this SIP is a really good example of, like, not just a hypothetical proposal of a SIP, but a SIP that's gonna be adopted directly by one of the builders and be put out into the wild. It's something that you're developing for yourself, but also gonna be made public, that anybody can go and use it.
Right, absolutely. Like, that's what we need. That's what we want. That's what we envisioned. I mean, one of the things that's driven Lightning adoption so far, and it's flatlined, but is the fact that all of the Lightning wallets can send and receive with QR codes or links the same way, right? And so what I envision, what I'm hoping to see, is that we get 10, 11 SBTC wallets that operate like Lightning wallets, right? Because everything's going to operate the same way. You can just create a StacksPay link and send money between people or between businesses or whatever with a simple invoice, a simple QR code, or link or a QR code, right? The StacksPay has a little bit more requirements on it, because we also obviously want to support paying to smart contracts and things like that. So there's a little bit more information that we need in those payment links. But yeah, the intention here is to, like, make something that will spawn like 10 new wallets, that are just 10 SBTC wallets or whatever, because everybody can just send money and easily create a wallet that sends money between each other. That would be the ultimate kind of success, I think.
Yeah, I think it's good that, like, I think the success of any given SIP is whether it's actually being adopted, not just living as a document on the SIP repo, but actually being used and tested out in the wild regularly. I think that's, for me, like a good success. So I'm really hoping to see more people pick it up. So in terms of perhaps a call to action, maybe, I can see various type of groups. So I guess the biggest group that you wish to have the different builders, maybe digital builders or creators or developers or wallet providers to adopt this. What's the call to action for the various type of personnels, would you say? Maybe users even. So yeah, maybe you can share that thoughts.
I'm not a hard sell guy, so maybe that's a fault. Like I said, we
should ask Rash.
Yeah, you should actually, because my thought is, like, I want to work with the leather folks, and I want to work with the experts folks, and hopefully they see the value. But also part of them seeing the value is getting that kind of grassroots. So it's a chicken and egg thing. So we're just trying to work on both ends, and I'm not a hard sell guy, so that's just me and Resh talking with Ken, me and Resh, talking with Mark, or I think it was who was it? One of the leather folks was commenting on the SIP already. So they've seen it.
So if it was the other way around, then that's a grassroots type of people. Who are those people are, and who, like, describe maybe something to me, to everybody, so that people know it and can go and pick it up and play with it, and then there's a grassroots adoption, and therefore triggers the interest from the bigger players.
It's developers who are creating stacks transactions anywhere.
So you got a website, you want to test it out, you can just developers like Dan said, you use it. But you're a merchant, creator, and all. Sign up for Boom on a Boom wallet, and then you can start putting yourself on the whitelist. And then when we can start testing that out as well. So there's two roads here basically. Developer, like what Dan said, if you have your own website, you have any of your own products, just implement BoomPay. It's easy.
Well, I think he's talking about StacksPay though, Resh, right now.
Are you talking about StacksPay, Hero?
I don't know. It's just what do you want?
StacksPay is developer focused. StacksPay is for developers to integrate into their platforms, basically. So from the StacksPay perspective, it's developers. And again, I really kind of like how it allows you to kind of build that value layer without kind of giving away the whole farm with the standard that everybody's going to just steal.
So just to drill it down a little bit, because there are many different types of developers out there. So, like, is there like an example, like a name that you just to help me frame it?
Well, again, it's anybody creating a smart contract or a direct token transfer. So it could be Zero Authority, it could be Velar, it could be Alex, it could be stacking. What's the stacking DAO thing? It could be any of those, because it's just the StacksPay is a simple stacks transaction wrapper. So contract calls or direct token transfers, whether they're stacks token transfers or SIP10 token transfers.
Then this is the question that we already had back and forth between us. Trip is asking,
have we considered refunds, disputes, and chargebacks? Yes, we have considered them. So I think we're in a blockchain environment, right? Transactions are one way, so we're kind of handing that mess over to the individual creators. They can decide what kind of refund policies they want to have. These merchants, we're not holding anybody's funds as they go through, right? So when somebody pays you for a product, they paid you for a product, and then if there's a refund required, that's between you two, not between us. We're just facilitating the transaction.
So there's a reason for that as well. When we were looking into it, if you at any point hold funds of anybody, well, you need a money transmitting license, and we don't want to break any laws in any countries. And we said, okay, we become the facilitator, we provide the infra, but we won't be involved in the money transmitting business.
Yeah, the actual transactions don't go through us. Let me rephrase that. The actual, they don't go through us. They include us, but they don't go through us.
Right. You guys are just providing infrastructure for peer-to-peer transactions.
And
the marketplace is one side. Yeah. But it's between the marketplace and the consumer, and the funds don't actually go through anything that you guys really control. You're just facilitating.
Correct.
They're basically just interacting with a smart contract and then facilitating something else on an order side. So, I mean, you guys can't be held responsible if somebody's putting up a shop saying they've got this merch, somebody pays for it, and they don't get it delivered.
Right.
Boom isn't actually
and that's where things like Zero Authority come into play with reputation systems and stuff like that. And I think I've talked about this in the past. Like we kind of wanted to let the reputation demand kind of create itself. And I don't mean that in a like we want people to get scammed and then we want to react to it. But
no, but that's how you don't know until you know. I mean, you have to have.
We need to understand the dynamics and then figure out the best way to do this, right?
Right.
But again, Zero Authority has a reputation system that they've already started building. We've talked to Hattie about like how can we use potential APIs to add to that or verify that kind of thing.
So, and anybody else got questions? Because I got one final one.
No,
I've got one, but I can wait for you.
Yeah. So, so just a bit of sort of final, sort of how can we as the SIP community per se, or the SIP coordination team, let's call it, how can we help you? Like, where you want to drive more reviews, or what Hattie would call peer-to-peer review on this StaxPay, or is that already past that? We don't really need that. We just need to drive eyes on the final product, StaxPay, to get more awareness. How can we best help you?
Yes, I'm a little bit cautious by nature. So my push, I haven't really been pushing to like get ratified yet, because I think we want more field testing. So from my perspective, and Hattie's been pinging me with this question, the same question every so often, because he's like, "Hey Dan, you want to push this yet? What do you want me to, what help do you need?" For us, from my perspective, I'd rather have like 5-6 other people trying to implement, make sure that everything works the way it should. I mean, like the first revision, I didn't have in there, like in the specification, that you should be using the micro amounts, right? So like the specification didn't say you should be using micro stacks, right, or sats. It just said put in the stacks amount. So little things like that, not a huge deal, because that's what we were doing in the code already. We're using the micro amount, but like making those things clear in the specification, that just comes with like actual kind of implementation and questions that come up when you start getting inconsistencies in how things work, whatever. So for my perspective, I would prefer to see like I said, 5 or 6 different teams trying to actually use it, and then like help refine it before we actually try and push it as a standard. Let's make sure that the contract calls are way more complex than just regular token transfers, right? So how do we talk about post conditions in the spec? We say that wallets should be using post conditions, but we can't enforce that, right? So you're going to have potentially bad actors who don't enforce post conditions that could misuse a StaxPay link. They could easily create a StaxPay URL that is 1,000 stacks, and then they display a transaction of 1 stack. And if you're not paying attention in your wallet, they can steal stuff. So like that's not going to happen in Verse or Leather or Boom, right? But other applications could be scammers.
About this specific point, I've seen commentary on Twitter, I think, to make allow mode like a default that you should or shouldn't turn on.
Yeah, you don't put your wallet into allow mode. It's like mainly for testing with devs and stuff whenever they're interacting with smart contracts they're building. It's usually what it's used for. Whenever you put things into allow mode on your wallet, things can leave your wallet,
And Stacks wallets don't have like an allow mode. Like there's no way that I know that we can do that.
Yeah, and dude also suggested to Leather and experts
can spam you, right? Like AIBTC dev spams us all the time with their NFTs, right? And Patrick has specifically talked about like this is actually an interesting, and he is not doing this, but I mean he's like mentioned this, and this is not new. It's an interesting advertising mechanism, right? If you use something like Albi on Lightning Network, or if you've ever been on Nostr, and you tie your Lightning Network to a Nostr account, I get tons of 1 sat little ads in my Lightning wallet. Like it's just spam, right? And there's no way to really prevent that today.
Yeah, by default. Yeah, that's what I think people were saying. So what was just super last question? So how would Zero Authority DAO benefit from because they're already doing sort of token transfers between creators and the. So I do like bounties for Stacks AI Guild, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently working well for me as a bounty host. It's probably currently working well for Zero Authority DAO for just sort of maintaining that current bounty hub. So what would be the benefit if they integrate StacksPay?
It's really about facilitating easier kind of payments and transactions. So you can create a transaction today. You can say, send me, like, if I just tell you, send me 5 sats or whatever, or 5 stacks, you can do that without having any kind of link or URL or QR code needed. This is really more about, like, you want something out there potentially that is a payment for a product that gets reused, or you want to have a donation kind of thing, or you want to have a record of an invoice via your application. You can do it that's something you can use. So it's really about facilitating, making the transaction process easier. Again, in the wallet, it's literally scan a QR or click a link or a button, and it can be paid. So if you choose to, like, set your wallet to auto pay anything under 1 stacks, it's one button click and you're done, right?
Yeah. So actually, because currently, if I want to send you something, I need to input the amount. I need to input the address. So essentially, verify the address. Yeah, and verify the address. Essentially, you by having so for example, the use case I can think of right now is for me personally as a small individual is I can put out, say, a donation link, say donate me 5 STX, and I put out on Twitter as a link. Everybody can just click on that if they want to. They no longer need to input the 5. They no longer need to look for copy and paste addresses. They no longer need to do the last part. And you're abstracting several steps away by just people clicking on that link and then say yes.
I'll give you some of our early research was for selling NFTs. What we counted was 7 steps to buy an NFT from Gamma.
Right.
Versus 2 in our marketplace, 2 steps. Right? Okay. Like, click the link and then confirm that you actually want to pay. So from 7 to 2 is a huge, friction remover. And again, that's not Gamma's fault. That's just how the Stacks wallets work today.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of friction in launching too, not just minting and purchasing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of friction in it. Period. So.
Yeah. To that point, like one of the things we've done, I don't know if you've had a chance to try it yet, GPSC, but we talked about the collections tool. Is if you actually launch through our collections tool, you automatically get a listing created in the marketplace. So I mean, that's kind of what Gamma's doing, but it's more kind of focused on providing that individual user's kind of store piece.
Ours is better.
I need to go do some testing on that. I knew there was something I was forgetting. I need to go do that testing and go try to launch a collection. I have something already cooked up that I can go test it with. So I'm going to go test that today.
GM, guys.
Good morning, Crypto
Dude. Hey, Crypto Dude in the house. What's
GM Crypto.
Well, hey, Dan. Been a while.
Morning.
I wanted to stop in here and say, because it sounded like the dev mode, I requested basically that the leather guys add a dev mode option to, your settings in leather, so that way allow mode basically is off by default. And
is this a really important thing, Crypto Dude? If it's important, then we should go and jump in and support that,
Yes, it is.
They already seem to have acknowledged the request, and they're going to implement it, as far as I can tell. So it's basically just enabling it's increasing the user security by putting the allow mode in essentially behind a dev mode. so that way users are not, going to walk up to a site and be like, oh, let me go ahead and click this button to transfer my funds, but it's because this, thing's in allow mode and I don't quite realize it. They'll have to actually explicitly go into your settings, enable dev mode before you can actually click on a confirm button.
Right, have the confirm button grayed out.
Can I ask Crypto Dude how is that implemented? Because we
can detect allow.
But I mean, I cannot go through Leather. I cannot go through Leather and just send you, or I can go through any wallet and just send you whatever I want, right?
Yeah, you can transfer whatever you want directly. True.
So what is
allow mode? To something malicious,
if you're connecting to a malicious site,
there's a little red thing at the very.
So you know how when how you're already being presented with a warning when you're in allow mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're in allow mode, the wallet will detect that and it warn you.
But if I'm a spammer and I want to send you a token that's going to drain your funds when you do a transfer, when you do a burn, you can't prevent me from doing that because I can just send it to your address.
You can send me malicious tokens, but for me to get drained, I have to send those tokens out.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
And that's where you're either going to have the post conditions supplied, or you're going to have to be in allow mode. Right. So
yeah, if
you're using a malicious site, they're either going to encode the malicious post conditions, which you're going to have a presentation of the actual assets being transferred, or they're going to be in allow mode, which means you're going to get hit with a warning, which most people scroll straight past and go and hit confirm. You put the allow mode behind dev mode, then you have to actually go into the settings of the wallet to enable dev mode before you're allowed to click on a confirm button because the transaction was in allow mode.
So this is
allow
really
mode should be only for devs.
Individual websites.
It's about the configuration within the wallet to have allow mode rather than just flagging.
That only would work for websites that actually that you're trying to access. Because again, I could just send you. I can create an.
You sending me malicious tokens is not going to drain my wallet. Me
Right.
sending those malicious tokens out
But
is
it might
going to
drain. Yeah, it might drain. Like if it were me trying to send them out of a wallet, just cleaning up, right, on accident, it could still happen.
No, you can't. You're not going to invoke a transaction to a native function with those other malicious calls in it straight from the wallet. That's not how it works.
So this is really stopping your actions. Sorry, I'm just trying to understand. It's really like preventing your actions from, or like your accidental actions.
Exactly. The goal is to basically kind of inform people more about the context of what's happening rather than just, hitting them with a little warning at the top of the wallet while their natural inclination is just scroll straight down, click confirm. So A, move the warning down by the button, always present it even when in dev mode. B, don't have the confirm button even enabled or even possibly clickable until dev mode is first enabled if the transaction is in allow mode.
That's interesting. I mean, I'm like, folks, read your post conditions.
I 100% agree on that. You should most definitely be, if you're in allow mode, you should not be even clicking confirm unless it's your transaction for your contract that you're testing out. That's literally like, there's no instances where a consumer should, you should never be in a consumer facing application as a consumer doing transactions in allow mode. That's just, should never happen.
So how come we've had this by default for so long?
Because people that are in the technical side of things are hammering on, technical issues, and this is more a consumer-facing issue. So it's like the feedback loop has to. This is where feedback is critical.
So Crypto Dude, just so if you need us to dogpile somewhere, let us know. I feel like what I'm getting in summary is, it feels like it's an important cause to drive. So I think we don't know where to voice this. So if you know a link or a tweet, then we should do it.
Yeah, I got a tweet already about it, and the leather guys even responded to it saying they're down. So
where is it? How is that an older tweet?
Yeah. Give me one second.
So we need to accelerate the priority of this. to their team as flagging as something important to drive to the development priority, then we should do it, because sometimes they really need to hear it from the people.
But you think about somebody that's been hodling for so long, right? And then they lose all their assets because they're clearing out a wallet or something, and because they got or the stacking down voucher NFTs that people send.
Yeah, that's the main thing. People are receiving like, malicious NFTs
shit.
and sending them to
Unsolicited.
URLs that are malicious, that are not including post conditions in their transactions and putting it in allow mode, so the user doesn't know what's going to happen when the call gets executed against the smart contract.
Mm-hmm.
So the trick here is to make sure that those bad actors are not going to have such an easy path to exploit noobs with. The noobs will have to actually go to their settings and read a big fat, oh, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I enabling this? I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not a dev.
From my perspective, is it sounds important enough to make the change and do the change quickly. And then if the change has other second order negative consequences, we will find that out later.
It's only going to create inconvenience for devs. They're going to have to go into they're going to have to go into their settings and enable dev mode if they're wanting to test their contracts functionality without having to build the client post conditions all the way out. That's literally the only friction that's going to create by doing this. So there's no reason a consumer should be ever engaging with applications that have allow mode on for their transactions. I mean,
awesome.
So I shared a link in the morning show crew group conversation on X.
Oh, perfect.
Hey folks, I gotta run. We got another.
Oh yeah, but Dan, thank you so much. We are way past our time. I know Hero, did you still have a couple of things that you wanted to bullet point on as well?
Later, Dan.
Nothing like super urgent, but yeah, just FYI, Fridger's SIP stacking, improving stacking experience, that's coming up pretty soon, I believe. I'm just gonna send it to the caps to start getting the reviews, sending to the editors, getting reviewed, and then we'll figure out what that timeline looks like. So and also I have FYI, I built me and Blockface been building a SIP proposer, a SIP a proposer form
template kind of thing.
Template, yeah, exactly. That's a SIP template that you don't have to have. You don't have to have all the GitHub skills to be able to generate a SIP now. So I'll share more about that in the next call.
All right, awesome. I thought I had, maybe I'm in a different, okay. So real quick, I do want to just share, screen share Dude's post, and we're going to reshare this out too. I think you guys, everybody watching, this is an important thing for the ecosystem to protect users and people in the ecosystem. And I do think that it's something we should be looking at and adopting. So just when allow mode is enabled, wallets like Lether and Xverse should disable the confirm button by default and require users to enable dev mode in settings first, which it's only going to come up if they're in a state where they're vulnerable. They can turn it off by shutting off allow mode, and then they won't get that notification, right? They'll be able to just process transactions normally just by looking at post conditions or whatever. Is that correct?
Exactly. So when you're engaging with an interface that's on the up and up, they're going to be encoding post conditions in all their transactions. So that way you have a clear understanding of what's going to happen. You have clear guarantees of what's going to happen in your transaction, right? Otherwise, they're going to be doing if they're not on the up and up, or maybe the application's still under development and they haven't got to the point where they're encoding those post conditions yet, that's when you'd see allow mode. So a consumer should never be interfacing with an app that has transactions with allow mode, period. Like a consumer user, no. that should not unless they're very explicitly aware of what's going on in the smart contract, should they be engaging with allow mode. Because allow mode basically says if you're doing transactions with allow mode on, you're basically trusting whatever the transactions or details are defined on the smart contract. That's what will happen. So that includes.
There's no reason why anybody would ever do that.
Correct. Like allow mode is basically for devs only.
By the way, I'm absolutely following, dude. I'm sharing the wrong screen. I'm definitely following you.
So the TLDR is there's really not a valid reason for consumer users to really ever be doing transactions in allow mode. It's a dev mode specific thing, or it's a malicious actor trying to screw you over thing.
So there's no reason not to do this, essentially.
Correct.
All right. It makes a ton of sense to me. I think we're all in support, and it's not a thing it just hasn't been a huge upfront issue. That's why it hasn't been addressed, but it probably would be a generally simple thing
if this was already done, it would have saved people funds for sure.
Yeah.
In the past, there's most definitely people that have been victims of drainer contracts because they were probably in a little, got excited about a link or something. Ooh, whoa, cool. And then they're like, oh my God, all I got to do is click this and then scroll down and click that. And oops, I didn't notice the allow mode was on because the warning's up at the top. The button to confirm is down at the bottom. It's not a very, you're not letting them know very well and just because of that pattern. So, putting the warning near the button at all times, like, even when in dev mode, right, will help prevent even devs from accidentally doing that. But having the setting behind a dev mode, have the button only be clickable once you're in dev mode. If the transaction's in allow mode, that will do a lot to protect the novice user, basically.
Yeah, I agree. I think it sounds like it's really, really useful to have. I've just retweeted it. So yeah, let's try and keep driving it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've retweeted it. I'm gonna get into the DeOrganized account and repost it and comment under it, and we'll just try to get a little bit more visibility so people are aware. But it does seem like Leather's on board. Dan definitely seemed to be in agreement once he kind of caught what you were saying. Trips in the comments, obviously also very supportive. Sam too. So
it boils down to we can clearly detect when it's in allow mode, right? Else we wouldn't be able to present the warning. So if we can detect when it's allow mode, we should be able to just protect that user a little bit more.
So that's something that needs to be worked out. How to detect when it's
it's already they already can detect it.
So that's not that. All right. So then it's just a matter of
changing the UI a little bit.
Am I correct to say we don't really need like the wallet provider themselves to do anything? It's just the infrastructure side need to.
Yeah, the user.
They're the ones.
So it's
experts and Leather are the ones that need to make this change because they're the ones that are basically facilitating the actual final interface for the user to sign the transaction, right? And so they're presenting the post conditions context when they are supplied, or they're saying it's in allow mode and just letting the user click.
Okay. Yeah, because it's different type of people we need to tag, or different type of people we need to advocate towards than. Would be the wallet provider rather than the infrastructure tooling company. Hero. Okay, I got you now. So it's the experts and the leather.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, this will most definitely, send out the signal that we are caring about protecting the user's funds as much as possible. Unlike Ethereum and MetaMask that are just dealing with drainers like day after day after day. Yeah, so. This should help emphasize what can set us apart.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Simple UI UX change and making it safer for our users. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So Freeger's SIP, guys, if you haven't, there's a forum post about it. It's in the GitHub. Get out there. It's another no-brainer. It's going to pass, but we need more influence on it before it gets to that point. If we can, any feedback is always welcome. So get out there and take a look at it. If you're interested, you have any thoughts about improved stacking, and the removal of the cooldown period and some added functionality for options for the pool operators. That's what's going on with Freeger's SIP. Anything else, Hero, we needed to touch on?
No, I think that's it for today. I'm thinking about spinning up a Twitter space just for Fabo, because I think you've been trying to connect me and Fabo for a while. So I will. I haven't done a space for SIP for a while. I do miss that
Different interaction, different level of engagement. So
yeah, so I think I'll do a quick public space just to talk to him, chat with him about.
Fabo is actually, just to let everyone know, Fabo is in the Stacks Ascent program right now. He's right. An active participant in the group chats in the Telegram. And when I actually inquired if there was anyone that could kind of assist the STIP deputies organization process on the GitHub side, he stepped forward and said he would be happy to help. So excited to kind of get the ball rolling on that a little bit further. I love that. And he's in the live chat saying hi just before that came up. So Hero's going to be starting up a space in a little bit. Thank you all for joining us. This has been another great episode of the morning show. Great find to earn rounds and an amazing SIP call. Huge fan of what Dan's doing with Boom. Dan and Resh are OGs in the space. And thank you, dude, for coming in and participating. You provided some excellent perspective and probably help facilitate something that's going to protect some of the people in the ecosystem. Get pushed a little bit further along by jumping in this morning. So thank you so much for that. Hattie, awesome stuff, man. Always a pleasure having you. Hero, again, you're a legend. And Hannah and GP, thank you guys so much for all you do for us here at DeOrganized. I am Peace Love Music. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live on Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting every Monday through Friday, bringing you all the news, information, education, hopefully some entertainment, never financial advice. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day. Get out and touch some grass and have an amazing weekend. Thank you. Peace out.